we also need a motion about? There's no motion when there's no update.
When you move to the rising board, you just explain. Can you provide an education and training session for the auditor?
Okay, that's the one that's oh, okay. In this particular one. Okay.
Hi, Miguel. We're back.
Hi, Andrew.
Yes. Sorry.
Very good.
Welcome back to Wasaga Beach.
I wish I was there.
It's snowing.
No, you don't.
Okay.
It's minus 20 by our water over here, so I don't know if it's much different.
Yeah, it's about the same.
Okay. So I will read the motion, having just come out of closed session. Moved by Councillor Belanger, seconded by Mayor Smith. Resolved that the General Government Services section of Coordinated Committee recommend to Council the confidential auditor's report of Fram Building Group Limited, prepared by RSM Canada Consulting LP, formerly Collins Barrow, be received for information. And further, that as a result of the positive auditor's report, staff be directed to proceed to work with Fram Building Group to prepare a development agreement and report back to Committee of the Whole with a development agreement for review and approval. Any comments or questions? Mr. CAO.
Madam Chair, thank you, and thank you, Miguel, for coming back on. I have two questions, and if I may, I'll just pose them in order, and maybe you could respond. Based on the financial information you have reviewed, in your professional opinion, is Fram a worthy developer that a potential partner would be interested in investing with?
I would answer yes.
And then my second question is that would you recommend them as a development partner?
I would answer yes. I would qualify that with, as the process continues, I would suggest that updated information be shared between both parties.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments? Deputy Mayor Byfolchi.
Thank you. I guess just a question, Miguel, you did the financial part of it, but is it fair to say that there are other areas of due diligence that council could undertake?
Right. So, for example, there could be, so not fully understanding the application process, there would be legal considerations that I would be able to comment or to suggest. Whether it's an existing entity that you engage with, or whether it be a new entity that would be set up by the developers. There's, I think, in our earlier discussions, there have been models where the town itself would be able to participate in the development in terms of contributing equity and receiving profits in the development as well. So the whole investment structure, again, is something that was outside of our scope, but all these are considerations that could or should be considered in moving forward.
Thank you.
Councillor Belanger.
Yeah, thank you, Chair. Yes, this is a question to Andrew, but I believe some of those other considerations would be part of the process as we actually formulate an agreement, and all of that will be coming forth to council for consideration.
Yeah. Through you, Madam Chair. Absolutely, that's part of the process. Staff would engage with legal counsel to craft a development agreement that would anticipate some of the issues that Miguel has just raised.
Thank you.
Seeing no other comments, I just have one, that I thought to single source a project of this magnitude so early in the process could be a limiting factor in the future development, but seeing as we're just going to prepare a development agreement and we're not approving it today, I will support the motion in front of us today.
Could I respond to that? So to you, Madam Chair, and Miguel, I'm interested in your opinion on this as well. In my opinion, my recommendation to council, this is not a significantly large development project. I think in your work, it's on par with probably a project the size of the shipyards. You've identified a project that FRAM is currently working on that is significantly larger than what we are talking about. The profit margin in a project the size that we're talking about for Wasaga Beach, in my opinion, is not large enough to be spread between multiple developers. I'm interested in your thoughts on that.
I would say the profit or the distributions would be relative to the equity. So there may be a potential for that to occur. I know that as a developer, FRAM, for example, would earn management fees throughout the process as well. So, even though the project profits may not be available to them or as available to them at the end of the project, they could earn development and management fees throughout the project. So I think there's various ways to structure the cash flows of the project to equity investors.
Seeing no further comments, did you read the question?
No.
I did not read the question or the motion. Or did I? Yeah, I did. Sorry, I did read it.
Okay.
Like, hold on.
My mistake. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
So having heard the question, I'll call for the vote. Councillor Belanger.
In favor?
Deputy Mayor Byfolchi.
Opposed?
Councillor Ego.
In favor.
Mayor Smith.
In favor.
Councillor Stockwell.
In favor.
Chair Bray.
In favor.
Thank you. The motion carries on a vote of 5 in favor and 1 opposed.
Thank you, Miguel.
Hello.
Okay, thank you,
Thank
Miguel.
you.
Thank you.
Very good. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day.
Okay, are you, we're meeting?
Yeah, we're-
Sorry, we're still in a meeting. I'll have to call you back. Bye.
Okay. So committee having come out of closed session, there is a Verizon report where we received information from RSM Consulting about a confidential document, the auditor's report for FRAM management. And we also received a update from the lawyer on the status of Main Street property matter relating to litigation or potential litigation related to advice which was subject to solicitor and client privilege. So the motion moved by Councillor Belanger and seconded by Councillor Ego resolves that coordinating committee recommends to council that it confirm the direction given to the Director of Economic Development and Tourism and Town Solicitor regarding the status of the Main Street property. Mr. Simon.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Having heard the question, I'll call for the vote. Councillor Belanger.
In favor?
Deputy Mayor Byfolchi.
In favor?
Councillor Ego.
In favor.
Mayor Smith.
In favor.
Councillor Stockwell.
In favor.
Chair Bray.
In favor.
Thank you. The motion carries on a vote of 6 in favor and 0 opposed.
Thank you. And this meeting is now adjourned.
Now,
You call now, why don't you?